Hey y'all, it's time for some damn good content. I'm Shelby Clement, your host and business bestie. I'm a content creator, social media manager and coach, keynote speaker, wife, and a mama of two who ditched her 9-to-5 to build a thriving multi-six-figure business solely using social media. Just like you, I'm a working mom and a wife with limited time. So I'm committed to cutting the fluff and delivering tips and fresh ideas straight to your earbuds on how you too can harness damn good content and create that type of business that you love and are proud of. Each week, we'll deep dive into strategy and mindset of building your brand on social media so that your confidence and success in the online space can skyrocket. Get ready to step outside of your comfort zone and start creating some damn good content. Are you ready? Let's freaking get it.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Damn Good Content. I'm your host, Shelby Clement, and today we're going to talk about how everything that you do in your life is content. I have so many conversations with an array of people saying, Shelby, I don't know what content to record. I don't have any content. What does even content mean? And honestly, it's starting to just be like excuses because in all reality, everything that you do in your life is content that you could utilize for social media. Now, if you're a personal brand or you're a business owner and you're not on social media, well, then this episode is not for you yet. You're going to have to listen to the episodes coming up about the importance of social media for your business, especially in 2023. But if you are already on social media, then let's dive right on in. 2023 is about authenticity. It has been, it will forever be. People crave that real personability aspect of a human being. And that means even if you own a business. And a lot of times people go, well, people don't want to hear my voice or see my face, or the content that I'm providing is stupid or it's irrelevant. And all that is great excuses, but it's just that, it's excuses. And so when I deep dive with my friends or my clients or me in general, I'm like, okay, anything that you do in your life is content because it is giving the other person on the other side of the screen a little bit more about you. And that is where you're going to build that know, like, and trust factor. And that's going to help them decide whether they're going to use you for your product or your service. And so a lot of times people have the excuse of, well, I don't want to get in front of the camera and make content for my audience. And that's fine. You don't have to do that yet. So a lot of times what I tell them, ease yourself into it. Get some B-roll and put some text overlay as to what your business offers and how you're helping them. What demographic or industry are you providing that service or product to? How are you providing the solution to them? And how are they going to be more successful or benefit from using you versus your competitor? And a lot of times there isn't much that's going to differentiate you from your competitor. It's solely going to be you, your missions, your values, your employees, your customer service, all of those things. So why not let your actual consumer in on that journey with you? And so let's break down a few examples. I know a while ago I said B-roll. And a lot of times, every time I say B-roll on social media or I say it anywhere in life, people are like, what the heck does that even mean? And truly it means taking this handy dandy phone. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you can see what I'm doing right now, but take your phone and prop it up on something. So right now to the right of my screen, I have my Stanley Cup. So a B-roll would be literally me just pressing the camera button and recording. So it's literally you doing something, or maybe it's your kids, or maybe it's just a pan of your house of what you're cooking and you're not necessarily talking. It's just that extra footage that you have to create content. And so what you would do with that is you pair it with a trending audio or a song that is meaningful to you or that shows a little bit more about you for your consumer, because everything that you choose when you create content is teaching your consumer more about you, what makes you tick, what you believe in, all of those things. So that's option number one. And so on that B-roll, you pair it with trending audio and you put maybe 3 facts on the service or the product that you have to offer. Or you can say, hi, I'm Shelby Clement. I own SCM, where we help small business owners and personal brands leverage their brand awareness using social media organically. So I've targeted my audience. I've brought awareness to what we do and how we help and how it can be successful for them. That is as easy as it can be. The other night, if you follow me on social media, I posted a video of me and Jonathan. It's kind of dark with a headlight on. We were looking at the renovations. Obviously, if you follow me, you also know we're going through renovations. And just put on, I knew that this was a trend. It happened to just be B-roll in my phone. And I literally just made this run-on sentence that was like, I noticed that right now it is filter-free breakouts, mental breakdowns, all while trying to keep two young children alive, error. And so those are like very simple things that you can do for content. Number two, another example of content is a day in the life. I did this recently on our SCM page, and I'm having all of our girls that work for me do this as well. And it's basically small clips of your life. I know before you stop me or before someone else stops me, I know you're thinking in your mind as nobody cares about what I do all day, every day, but they do. And that's weird. I get that, but they want to see it. They're intrigued by it. They want to see what you do in your day to day that makes you who you are and how you built this business or you built this brand. So for example, if you start out with a workout, I'm going to just take you through my day. I start out with a workout. I feed me and my kids. I take them to wherever they're going, whether they're in school, whether they're with a babysitter, whatever the case is. Then I do my day. So it's either content creation, I'm meeting and teaching a class, I'm meeting with my girls, a million Zooms. And all you have to do is take small clips of each event that you're doing, whether that's you eating lunch. And you might think that your life is boring, but I promise you, if you document it and you piece it together, people are going to find it interesting. And then another piece of content would be just testimonials. Literally, y'all, I want you to think about it like this. Your biggest advocate is the people that you work with and how you provide that product or service to them. And so basically what they could do is you could say you have a bunch of reviews on Google. So you're going to pull those quotes, you're going to have video of you in the background or your team in the background or your storefront in the background or whatever the case may be in the background, and you overlay text of the customer testimonial. So I want you to remember this. Every single thing that you do in your life is content. I was meeting with someone this morning, something that I need in my business. And while she was sitting pitching me, and I already knew I was going to go with her, but while she was pitching me, I said, stop. And she was like, oh my God, what? And I was like, is your phone set up? Is there a camera set up? Is there something set up for you to use this content? She's like, oh my God, no. And so I will tell you all this. Everything is content, but you have to train your brain to think like that. So when you do stuff, even though you're like, well, I want to be in the moment. Well, that's amazing. But it's literally a 1 second, 2 second to 5 second to 10 second. Like, I really don't care how long seconds. You want to shoot that moment for you to utilize for content later. So in that moment, she turned her camera on because she was in her element of selling. And the people that tell me I struggle with creating content of me talking directly to the camera or me spitting like my sales pitch or whatever, they might not be good at sales. If you're like me, it makes you cringe. The best time for you to do that is when you are speaking to your consumer. So if you are having a Zoom call and you're pitching them on the service or the product that you offer, if there's someone buying from you in that moment, so real estate agents, all you have to do is set your phone up and say, I promise you, I will not get your voice. I will not get your face. This is not about you. I'm just trying to get content. Do you mind if I do this? And probably 9 out of 10 times they're going to say no, they don't mind. So then you would set your phone up. Those moments are when you get the good stuff, because you're not sitting there like me right now, staring at yourself through the camera and like trying to figure out what I'm trying to tell y'all in this moment and not freak out and cringe. Those are the moments where you are in your element, where you are speaking on what you know and how to do it, and you are the expert. So are you a boutique owner and you're helping someone with an outfit? Set that phone up on a tripod, and you don't even need sound. You literally could just showcase you picking out outfits for them and you working one-on-one with a client. Obviously, that's a little bit more tricky because their face may be in there or the back of their head. Those things are amazing to have. And the other day, I had this coaching client that I have, and she sent me a DM on Instagram, and she was like, is it worth buying this pre-made content, B-roll footage, photography and video? And I was like, no. I was like, I'm going to come and teach you how to get B-roll, because the last thing that you want to do is use stock imagery or video for your business, because it's not giving the authenticity. It's not giving that welcoming vibe of them getting to learn you more, of why do you want to work with me? What makes me welcoming when you come into my storefront, or if we have a Zoom meeting. Like this morning, point blank, I had a conversation with someone I've never met. We've just DM'd back and forth on Instagram. We've chatted a little bit. And we got on a Zoom today for the first time ever. And I was like, I'm not even nervous because I feel like I know you because of how much we've interacted on social or how much we've decided to share on social. So when it comes down to creating content for your consumer, you have to think about it on a whole different level. What do they want to see? Whether you think it's stupid or not, because they're going to learn, they're going to find value from it, and they're going to truly build a connection with you through such tiny, tiny steps of content that you're providing for them. And so before you tell me, well, Shelby, I don't have content. Honey, if I had your phone for 10 minutes, I could probably find 20 pieces of content in there. 20 pieces of content. You don't need a fancy camera. You don't need a fancy tripod. You just need to turn that camera on and let it record. And then you just start editing and you put it in social media and you put facts about yourself. Like if you follow Shelby Clement Marketing, the SCM social media Instagram, the other day we put that trend about my guilty pleasure or my toxic trait, is me in a Mexican restaurant. That was footage from literally 3 years ago. And it was so crazy that we were able to finally use it, but it was something that people got to see more about me as a business owner, as I'm obsessed with Mexican food. So it really doesn't have to be all about your business. It needs to be about your business. It needs to be about you. It needs to be about content that's going to set you up as an authoritative figure, that's going to build credibility, that is going to make people want to come to you before anyone else. Because if you look at it like this, you have to ask yourself, why are people choosing you over your competitor? Why do you want people to choose you over your competitor? And then that will help you make content. That right there is why you should be doing what I'm telling you to do on this podcast. And as we wrap up this podcast, as I told y'all, it's very short, sweet, to the point, because solo episodes make me want to like legit vomit, is this. If you aren't willing to do what is uncomfortable for you to do in order to increase your brand awareness for your business, or listening to the experts like myself on what you need to do on social media, then you need to just hang it up. And that's harsh, but it's the truth, because in all reality, your competitor is doing exactly what I'm telling you to do, but they are doing it, and that is the difference. And that is why your consumer will go to them first. They want real, they want authenticity, they want to see who the owner is, why you built this, why your team is the way they are, why do y'all think why you do, why are you the best in the business, what are you providing, what is your customer service, what all of these things matter to the customer experience. And a lot of people forget this last key component that I'm going to leave you with. Social media is marketing. Marketing didn't just start. Marketing has been around and it has evolved over the years. So think about social media instead of having such a perception on the fact that you should not be doing this, or someone's going to hate your face or your voice, or you're going to sound stupid, or you're going to cringe, or you're going to do it wrong, or you're not perfect yet. And do it anyway, because the person that is competing with you is. And so who's going to win? I hope you got something out of that, and I hope that this makes you actually want to go create content, because literally everything is content. If you have any questions, please, y'all, send me a DM. I'm here to help you. My team's here to help you. I'm the only one in the It's Shelby Clement DM, so send me a DM. Let me know what you want to hear next. And just remember, everything that you do in your life is content. And until next time, let's freaking get it.